So yesterday people were talking about how naming, particularly of computer program variables, is hard. I'll admit this is very true. This is a cautionary tale about how you can go wrong with naming, especially with apostrophes. Don't do this at home. This is true, by the way. No, wait a minute, I'm talking at the wrong window. So I was a Python programmer, and a colleague showed me a test he'd written, which worked. It passed. It was a very good test. Basically, it gets some device information, it gets some other device information, and it checks that the two are not the same because they're different devices. And I looked at this test and I went, it passes, but it feels wrong. And as a native English speaker who's been writing carefully correct English for a very long time, it was obvious that else's needs an apostrophe because it's a possessive. Unfortunately, that fails when you run the tests. It fails because a single apostrophe is a string start in Python. So this error message is saying, I found the beginning of a string, the apostrophe, and then I hit the end of line while I was trying to read the string, and you didn't finish the string, so I'm upset. Yeah, so the problem is, basically, Python's identifiers have to be letters, numbers, and underscores. An apostrophe is not a letter. But wait, what if there was a letter that was a single quote character? You can already tell we're going off the rails here. And indeed there is. There's a Unicode modifier letter apostrophe, which is used for such things as glottal stops. And it counts as a letter. So we can have something that looks like somebody else's device. And it passes. Now this is evil for various reasons. It's evil because it's a false friend. It looks like an apostrophe, but it isn't an apostrophe. If you're using a syntax highlighter, you're going to be very confused. It's evil because it's just not what you expect. So I shall leave the last word to a colleague's code review. And this is the best ever code review I have ever had for a PR. He said, no. And that's the end of my talk.